Hello and welcome to AC1110 Accounting Fundamentals. Before we get into anything else, I want to talk about the first thing we need to do, which is to log in and register to McGraw-Hill's Connect. That's the first thing we're going to get into. We are currently in Moodle Rooms. This is Moodle Rooms, and we need to get into McGraw-Hill's Connect. So if you click on this icon over here, that will open up McGraw-Hill's Connect. You will have to register the first time. So in order to do that, you want to scroll down here in Moodle Rooms and watch this video here in order to see the instructions to log into Connect. Once you do that, then you'll see this screen. Once you have gotten in there, it'll show you the weeks 1 through 5, and then you can move forward from that time. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. That's the first thing we need to do. We want to get that in as soon as possible. Going to go back to Moodle Rooms over here. Once you do that, or if you have any questions in the process of doing that or any other questions during the time here, then you can contact me. My name is here, my email address, my phone number. You're welcome to use either of those. We also have office hours on Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific. You're not required to go to the office hours. It will be in a question and answer format, so it's not really a presentation type format. So if you go to the office hours, then you have some questions, that would be a time that is planned out where we will be there and you can ask questions at that time. If you need to ask questions at a different time, then go ahead and use the phone number here and or the email, and we can set up a different time to take a look at things. If you do go into the office hours, remember that it is a different number than my normal contact number up here. This number down here is a conference call number, and it will have a conference call code. So you'll dial in, you put the conference code in there, and that way we can have multiple people that could call into that number at the same time and answer multiple questions during that office hour time space. As needed, we can also use this software here, which is basically a screen share software, so that if we wanted to work through problems, which is very, very useful in classes like this, if we wanted to look at Excel and like work through problems so that you can see my screen or I can see your screen, we can use this type of software. This is a software that is used by the college. It's used for both instructors. It's also used for a lot of business purposes as well. A lot of businesses use it, this type of software. You might want to contact other students and contact them and try to do some screen shares, even if you're not in the same location. And if to do that, you could go up to the Home tab over here, go into Participants, and you will see a list of participants. And you can give a Moodle message to basically anybody in the class in that way and exchange contact information if you so choose. Some software out there that can do screen share type of activities is like Skype or joinme.com, where you can share your screen and you kind of work through problems together. I find that to be very useful, very handy. Many of the problems that we're going to work through, the longer problems here, will have instructional videos. So make sure that you take advantage of the instructional videos. There's going to be links that will give you access to the instructional videos. If you want to go directly to where those videos are, or if the links are giving you any problems, there's two places where they are housed. One is going to be on this website here. So if you wanted to go to this website directly and see what one is in this class and maybe what is in future classes, if you wanted to take a look at some other stuff, then you can go into this area. This is where a lot of the problems will be worked in video format. You want to go into Charter College and you want to go into Accounting Fundamentals. That's the class that we are in here. This is where most of the hyperlinks will be taking you whenever you click on a hyperlink to help you out with a problem. So if you just wanted to visit this and go through it directly, you can do so. I'm going to go back to Moodle Rooms up here. We're also housing them on a YouTube channel as well. I find that the YouTube channel actually works better on phones and tablets and other devices. So if anything, if you wanted to look at that, or if you wanted to go into it directly or look at a tablet or something like that, then you can go directly to the YouTube channel, and most of the same information will be in here. It'll be housed if you scroll down to the Charter College information. We are in AC1110, so this playlist right here is what they call it, I believe. Will have the information on it. And so in starting off, you really want to go through, I mean, you could do the introduction or whatever, but you really want to get through the how to use the ebook information, how to use McGraw-Hill, and the Learn Smart saving data. These four before we even get into accounting are really helpful because they'll help you to understand how to maneuver around the resources. And it's going to take a good bit. At least the first week is going to be a lot of just learning how to get into Moodle rooms, how to get into McGraw-Hill, how to maneuver around McGraw-Hill, how to access some of these websites so you can see helpful videos and also worksheets that can help you with the problems. So if you use these resources well, that will save you a lot of time. So even before getting into like the accounting topics, it's really good to watch maybe these 4 videos and think about how to use the resources, how to get around in the resources. The main resource being the McGraw-Hill over here. So we want to be able to open that up, get in there, access it, and then use it as efficiently as possible. Going to go back to Moodle Rooms over here. Then we also have the syllabi, the homework grid, and the welcome letter. I'll let you open those up and look through them. I'm going to just take a quick look at the syllabi at this time. So here is the syllabi. We got the same contact information. We got the course description. I'll let you go through that. It's basically an introduction to accounting, so there's no prerequisite in this course. We're going to start off on the basics of accounting, starting with the accounting equation and basically go from there. Learning objectives, I'll let you go through that. Again, it's an introduction to accounting class. Instructional materials. We're going to be using McGraw-Hill's Connect and an ebook. So you do have a book. It is an ebook, however. So that means that you are able to print the ebook. You could save the ebook as a PDF file if you do not have internet connection. But we will need internet connection a lot in this course because a lot of the assignments are on Connect, which will need internet access. So if you have any questions with that, if we have any ways you need to work around that, then talk to your campus, myself, or the student advisors in order to get instructions on how best to utilize these resources. You can basically print the resources or save them to a PDF file so that you can basically read them offline. In order to know how to do that, go through those 4 videos to help you kind of navigate through those resources. All right, then we got the instructional method. I'll let you take a look at the topics. I do want to cover the assignment criteria, and I'm going to emphasize this multiple times for basically all charter college classes. In my opinion, I would approach the classes in this way. I would notice the discussion forums and the participation are worth 21%. I would highly recommend trying to get full credit on that. You want to get 100% of the 21% because you have the most control over that. And then I would try to get as much as full credit on the assignments and the homeworks as possible. Though there's going to be a good deal of assignments and homework. There's a good amount of time to be spent on these classes. However, there's a lot of resources to pick up at least a lot of the points on the assignments and the homework. So I would try to get full credit on those as well. And then go into the quizzes, midterm, and final. All of the quizzes, midterm, and final are worth 33%. Therefore, if you get full credit on the discussion forums and as much as full credit on the assignments and homework, which you have the most control over, you will be going into the quizzes, midterm, and final with a fairly good point cushion total. So even if you do not do as well on those as you hope, you will have a fairly good cushion in order to go into those. So I'd like to just want to point that out. This is how I would approach these classes. You want full credit here, as much points here as possible. Go into the quizzes with as much of a point total cushion as you can in those quizzes. Going to minimize this, going to go back to Moodle Rooms. We then have the course announcements here. So if you take a look at the course announcements, I think every time I do the course announcements, you probably got emails on these as well, because I think it emails you at the same time. So general strategies, you can take a look at the general strategies. It does take some time to get used to navigating through the course. Once you do, things do get easier, but you don't want to fall behind on the first week, so try to get used to the resources and use them as efficiently as possible. Log in to Connect, so this will show you how to log in to Connect videos. If there's some problems with the videos or audio, then you can go through these procedures and ask me if they're still having issues with it. Check work features in Connect. There's some features that will be in Connect. Want to make sure you are utilizing those. Connect answer keys, same type of stuff. Study Buddy, this will show you how to talk to other students and how to get contact with other students in case you want to talk to other students and set up groups. And you can set up groups even if you're not on the same campus and stuff, so you can contact each other and utilize software like Skype and whatnot if you want to set up meetings. Microsoft Office, if anybody doesn't have Excel and Word particular, but PowerPoint as well, the school does provide that. So make sure that if you don't have it, or if you don't have the most current version, you can download it from Moodle Room. So if you got any questions on that, then you can take a look here and or ask me or a student advisor on that. And then of course we have the welcome. I call this the cookie trail up top. So I would recommend most of the time when you're navigating through Moodle Rooms not to use the back arrow as much as possible, or any type of area where they try to have it navigate without the back arrow. Sometimes the back arrow can throw things off. So this is the cookie trail. In order to get back, you can go here. This is the class name, and you would go here, and that'll take you back to the front of the class. I'll scroll back down to where we were at. So we have the Instructional Virtual Office. These are going to be a discussion question forum where you can post stuff if you have questions. And basically the way it works is this is similar to raising your hand in class, meaning everybody gets the question and then I can answer it one time for everybody. So that can be useful if it's a type of question that could be valuable to everybody. If on the other hand, it's a question that you don't want to ask the whole entire class, then of course the email and or the phone number would be the best way to do that. Emails probably, I get back to my email pretty quickly, so that would work well. And the introductions are going to be here. So here's my introduction down here. So we want everybody to introduce on, hopefully on Monday, if at all possible, and tell us about yourself and share what you hope to gain from the class. I'm going to go back up to the cookie trail up top and scroll down. So that's going to be the introduction. And that's basically, so just make sure, first thing though, is to log in to Connect here, and you want to use this instructional video to first log in. Let me know if there's any questions on that, and have a great class.